just going to wait for people to get on. I'm going to throw a color out of my palette for a hot minute. We don't need this one because I don't have eyeshadow in here. We're going to do some fun things. I played with a lot of colors. This is fun. Hi, hello, how are you? I'm going to play with Saint makeup. Let's do a color match if you like what you see. Here's what I really like about Saint. I watch a lot of videos, not just Saint videos. I watch a lot of videos because it's great inspiration for ideas. I mean, you could take things from what I do and implement it into your regular makeup, just like I can take regular makeup tutorials and implement it into my Saint business videos. And yeah, so one of the things that I see people do is they put the foundation on, they set it, they use these little poofs to put the makeup on and set it really good. And then because they set with so much powder, they grab illuminators and they re-shimmer. And for me, I don't like shimmer. I'm not a shimmery person. If I do, it's a very fine, almost an eyeshadow like Drift or Sabrina, but I love Starlit. I don't use the creams. I feel like it bumps me to greasy and I'm already an oily girl. But when I put my makeup on, the the texture of my skin mixed with a cream makeup, and I've set with powder, creates the illumination that you see people create with shimmers. And so I use my texture to my advantage, I think. I did my hair, which made me a little bit late. Happy Saturday, Desiree. I can't keep track. I almost said happy Sunday. My husband is currently running a marathon. We're doing a live while we wait for him to finish. I saw him at the beginning, and then I saw him a little bit later in the beginning, and now he's running. He's been running for almost 2 hours. He's gonna run a sub 3. So we got about, I'm gonna give myself 40 minutes to do my makeup, and then I gotta get the heck out of Dodge. I have water with me, thank goodness, because of this cough. I'm gonna show you a tip for oily skin, especially in the summer. I'm gonna show you Pop. That is a color that's been getting a lot of questions, and yes, bless him. You know what? Bless me. Bless me, because that man's got to train and pump the iron. And guess what I do? I'm with the kids. Bless me. Bless the wives and the support system that makes it possible for a man or a training, whatever, to go do what they need to do. Bless them. Like, I get running's hard, but so is being with kids alone that much. Cooking the meals. I have to cook him special carbo loaded meals. I made him his lucky meal, and I made him an apple pie. I make my own crust. I mean, bless me. Hello, Pablo. Be nice. I always say that to the new people. Be nice. All right, we're just doing half the face today because it's the first of the month. And I love getting on here and talking about things. We are going to talk about the new shade of the month because it's June. I hope you have a good day. All right, the new shade of the month is Eternal. It's super pretty. I'm going to swatch it with some similar colors. I was really surprised. I was live on my Facebook group, and I found that it's actually similar to Lullaby, not Revival. I'm going to be doing this eye look, which was heavily requested. You will be nice. Don't worry. Thank you. Una was last month's shade of the month, and it's lovely. And I'm going to pair it with all these colors. This is the eye look. I know it's a lot, but you know what? That's okay. I'm going to swatch Eternal. Oops, I wanted, oh wait, no, I did take my, I was wearing a bracelet and I took it off because I'm not an accessory girl. I don't know how to hang. So here is Eternal. Now when we swatch anything, we always swatch it to its highest amount of pigment so you can really see the tone. It's very deep mauve-y. It's so pretty. Look at how pretty that is. Now I'm going to get my other eyeshadows out that I knocked on the back of my desk back here. I got this desk because I thought, oh, great. Okay, so we have Eternal. This is Revival, which a lot of people thought it was similar to. I even did. this is more of a deep purple. This is more of a bright purple. This is pomegranate, which a lot of people thought it would be like. Pomegranate is a little bit more red. But then I swatched Lullaby. And that's when I was like, huh, here's Lullaby. This is more of a plummy color, but it is kind of an on its own color. It's very pretty. I love it. My mic is low. I got a new. Is that better? I think I turned it up. Is that better? Is that too high? Yeesh. Tell me if that's better. I had to get a new cord because I got a new phone and it went from being a 4-foot cord to a 15-inch cord. So, all right. Thank you for helping me with the mic. All right, we're going to get into this. I'm always sitting on my foot and then not because I can only sit on my right foot because I think I broke my left foot. We already know about that here. I'd like to say it's getting better. It is not. Okay, we're going to do eyes. I'm using Shadow Sense by Senjance. This is the color Candlelight. Yes, there is a link in the description if you want to get it. I don't sell Senjance. Truth be told, I don't like MLMs. But I signed up with an MLM because I like the makeup. All right, so here we go. There we go. So we got our Senjance. My friend Amber, who is coincidentally my upline, she sells it. And so when you're supporting my friend when you get this stuff. It's good. My eyeshadow will last all day, which is good because not only am I going to the finish line for the marathon, but I also have a bridal shower after. So this stuff's got to last. I think that this look is a beautiful look if you are a bridesmaid, if you are a wedding guest. I think if you are a wedding guest and you're worried about competing with bridesmaids, I don't think it's the makeup. You can wear the same kind of makeup as a bridesmaid. It's really, I mean, we don't go all out on our hair and our dresses the way a bridesmaid does, so wear whatever makeup you want. And I think this is a great summer wedding look, depending on your outfit. But you could do blues, browns like this. It's all about, I think the transition color is what makes this a very pretty eye color more than the lid. So you could easily do this with browns or blues, greens. It's all about placement method. Think of it that way, okay? Think about placement method, and then, yeah. So we're going to take, this is just a BK Beauty 203 brush, and I'm just going to spread this around. We're going to bring this up. I like doing my eyeshadow first, especially with something like this where my colors are dark because of fallout. If I'm wearing my makeup, it's going to turn it dark. Yes, my foot would go numb. It probably does go numb, and that's why I end up switching, but I'm also short, so I sit on my foot to look taller because my chair doesn't bump up any higher. Okay, I'm going into my colors here. I'm going into Stay Golden. Last month was Foster Care Awareness Month, and they had that awesome towel. My kids love that towel. I bought a second one. I bought it. I don't get things for free, sorta. New releases I don't get for free. We earn party credits with our sales, and then that's how I get free stuff. So it's like that. Not gonna lie. So I bought it. It's really good, but Stay Golden is a Foster Care color. There's Stay Golden and Miha. It's that pink color that I do the sunset eyes with. Beautiful colors. Those are all year round Foster Care colors. So when you buy those colors, I don't get commission off of them at all. 100% of the proceeds go to families of foster care, which is amazing. Amazing. And so if you're always wanting to try to support something like that, those two eyeshadows are so good. Is that Alice? That's Alice. Hello, Alice. We're going to go into this. We're using the eyeshadow brush. I like the eyeshadow brush, or I like the other one. This guy, which is, what is it, Alice? This one is the Blur brush. If you have small eyes, this is the brush. BK Beauty has a small eyes collection. I have it. This one's smaller. This one's smaller. We're going to go in on the fluffy end. We're going to go into Leo. Before I did Saint, I never used transition colors. I just did browns. And then I tried this, and I will always. Leo is my all-season favorite transition color. all season. It's summer, it's winter, it's in between, autumn, fall, spring. If you want something brighter, Havana. Ashley, hello. If you want something brighter, Havana would be it. I always come back to Leo, no matter what. I bring this out far. I'm going to pull. If you look at my brow, it stops here. I draw it out farther. And so pull your eyeshadow out farther on that brow bone. If you're hooded, my hood is out on the outside. It's not all the way across, but I keep all of my transition colors on my brow bone. I leave just a peekaboo right here. And I pull it far out to give me, my eye will look longer. It'll give it some lift. Next, I'm going to go into Zion. Really pretty color. Using it in the summer. This is June 1st. It's technically summer in my book. We're going to take that. I stamp it right on top, tap off the excess, and then I go right here on the outside of the eye. And then we're just going to smash this into the crease and then hold it straight up and down. We're going to push on that brow bone, and we're just going to have it blend next to Leo. Oh, you love doing makeup. Well, are you a Seine artist? Do you want to be? Anyways, there is a summer incentive. I believe coming in July. They haven't told me yet. Oh, you're a Seine artist? Oh, yay! Then perfect. I have always liked playing with makeup. I used to always get magazines and try to copy them. I actually have a book by Kevin Aucoin. He is a makeup artist. And I got this book. I'm looking at it right now, so I'm looking over here. And he made me want to do this kind of stuff. Summer incentive. Yes, Desiree, keep thinking about it because I know you are because we talk about it. And so if you thought about it in January, they do it again. I think in July. They've done it the last 2 summers in a row. So yeah. But Kevin Aucoin is the reason why I really started digging around and playing with makeup. And I love his little book called Making Faces. Anyways, we're taking that Zion and we're just deepening the crease and the base of that brow bone. Just like that. And it's just going to be good. Anyway, we're going in. And I'm just pushing a little bit of Zion on that outer corner. I'm going to switch it to the small end and we're going to go into Eternal, tap off the excess, and I am going to fill basically half of my lid with Eternal. Coming out, pushing into that Zion a little bit, and just blending this out. It can be a straight, it really doesn't matter because we're going to be tapping stuff over it. This is such a pretty color, and I'm just going right to that base right there. Isn't that so, so pretty? And we're just pulling this out past that outer corner. So it kind of goes Eternal to Zion to Leo. And we're doing that. I just think this is I've been asked to do more bold colors. I think this is one of my bolder colors. I mean, this isn't my neutral light colors. I've been told to do more. Okay, we're going to go in with the finger now. I'm going into Una. And we're going to tap that over the mid of the lid. And just staying on the lid, not coming out farther, and over that Eternal color, and then tapping and blending it inward. Isn't that pretty? And then we're going to go into Soulmate. This one is a punchy shade. This can be an illuminator if you want it to be, and I'm going to put that on the inner lid. This one borders on glitter. Okay, happy Saturday. Okay, yay, you caught me live. Okay. Will you do a live on Monday? Yes, I will. This is my first of the month live, so I only do half my face because I do it on Facebook. Brittany, I don't know if people follow Brittany on here. She's awesome. She's the one that taught me about doing half the face. And so I do. All right, so I'm taking Soulmate on the inner lid right there. We're going to grab it, putting that Soulmate on. I'm going to go back into Una, and I'm going to tap this on just to punch it up and then bringing it into that Soulmate and pulling out like that. So pretty. Next, I'm going to do my waterline. We're using this thing. I don't like it. My preference is this guy. This is Tattoo Studio Smoky. I like it because it's fatter. This one's just too skinny. I feel like I'm poking my eye with it all the time, but I will use it until it's gone. We're going to waterline and bring that over. And I'm going to get a little bit of my lower waterline and then a little bit of that lash line. Then I go in while this is not set yet, and I'm going to go into my etch brush on the short end. We're going to go into Eternal. tap off. And we're going to smoke out down here, and we're going to grab some of that black eyeliner and have that work with Eternal rather than tapping into a black eyeshadow and having it take over. Black just takes over if you use a powder. So I'm just using that black liner to deepen over on this side and then down. Like so. And then we can go in with a liquid. If you have hooded eyes, if you have maturing eyes, we're going to go just on the inside here and get this little line that meets up to my lashes. This just gives me a little skosh of definition, but I don't go all the way across. Otherwise, it pulls my eye down in the middle. And so I go about a quarter of the way in, and I work on that little baby wing that I do. I don't do bold wings because I have such a hard crease on, let's see here. When you look at my crease right here, how it comes down farther than my outer corner, I put my wing to kind of meet up with that. Otherwise, it just pulls down, and I don't like that. And then I can meet it with that other one, and then I color in. But I like using Stila's liner. It's so hard to talk. Stila's liner, because it's such a small tip that you can just get in and almost dot. But I like having my little baby wing because I feel like it gives my eye a little bit of lift. It's a lot of work for such a teeny tiny wing, but I just feel like it lifts that eye up, right? Right. I had somebody on my Facebook Live asking how to shorten their makeup time, and I would say minimize your eyeshadow time. I think I spend more time on my eyeshadow and my eyebrows than I do on any other part of my face. So if you're trying to cut down on your makeup time in the morning, I mean, hers took her, she said 22-ish minutes. I think that's pretty good because I used to do traditional makeup and it would take me 45 minutes. And the way I've been playing with my makeup lately, I've been skipping my correctors to save time, but being more purposeful with the colors I'm using. If that makes sense. All right. Sorry, I don't have a lot of eyelashes, and I need to do some glue walls. That's what I need to do. Okay, there's the eye makeup. I think it's funny, like, that I was going to use my hair. I don't know why. But isn't it funny how harsh eyeshadow looks without makeup, but then how soft it can look with makeup? I just think it's interesting how makeup just kind of pulls it all together. Okay, we're going to do the makeup now. I'm going to use the detail brush mainly. We're going to use this guy. This is Shadow. I swatched it next to, it's not Shadow, it's Stone. Ugh, it's Stone. Stone is my bronzer, and it is my contour today. And it's really nice when you're transitioning into summer and you haven't gotten that warm sun glow from the sun yet, because for me, Bella can pull very warm. So yeah. Ooh. We're going to take this. I'm going to stay zoomed in. I'm going to go into Stone with the detail brush. I love this brush because it has two different ends and they do two different things. And so it makes everything tie together. I'm going to sweep this right here. Look at how pretty that color is. I just think it's so stinking pretty. Going back into it. And I have redness, I have scarring, I have my hyperpigmentation. This is a very similar tone. Okay, yes. So I said, if you're looking for a quick eyeshadow, you should, this is my opinion. And you know how I got one, just like everybody else, except mine stinks less than others. It's not true. But Peppa, and Desiree, I believe you have Peppa. Peppa is a great color for when you're needing, you can switch out your dark tone, like cut out the transition color, just get Bubba, just get Philly, just get Eternal, and put that on, and then use Peppa over the lid. And it's so nice. But if you could just go to 2 colors, you'll cut down a lot of time. All right, so Stone is a very similar color to this guy, but I'm going to put it in where I usually contour. Look at how pretty it covers it up. And then I'm going to smile. I'm going to bring this up to where I bronze. And then I'm going to smile and bring this all over this. And I want it thin. You can still see all my stuff. Bringing it up, I'm going to push this in. Swirl. You don't have Peppa? Well, now you know what to add to cart because you need Peppa. And I'm going to put Peppa with Eternal tomorrow, and I'll do a little showy show on how you can just like quickly do your eye makeup. Anyway, so I just take that, I bring it down to my brow out here because that's where I would bronze. Push this over to meet the other side, just like that. Bring it down the temple. And this right here is just basically priming with something dense so that when I put my makeup on, I can cover my stuff and it'll keep it there. I'm going to go into Sandy, which is my main highlight right now. And we are going to use this to, one, chisel that contour and balance the skin. Just being really careful where I place it under that contour. And then we bring it down, bring it into the chin area, down here. Don't stop your makeup at your jaw, guys. Everybody can see that the makeup stopped. I have a little breakout right there because I'm hormonal. And we're going over that, and then I'm just going to pull my makeup down like that. And then I can take just a little bit of Sandy, and I'm going to go over my scarring here, and I'm going to cover it. I'm going to cover it a little bit. But I'm also going to be using, this is my bad side. This is the hardest side for me to get coverage. But I still have that contour chisel, and I still have that warmth. If you need to add more, you just tap a little extra on there. It's okay. It's easy peasy. This is cream. This is cream. We're going to switch to that end, this small end. I'm going into white peach, and I'm just going to brighten above my brow in between. And then I'm just going to slowly blend this into that contour area. And then using this side, I just switch back and forth, which is so nice. And I just let them blend together. So I have brightening, I've got contour, I've got balance, I've got dimension, I've got coverage. It's nice. It's nice. I'm going to go into my balm, and I'm going to go right under my eye here. I'm going to add Frenchie. Everything is just, it's nice when it's all in one spot, and your palette can be as big or as small as you want. If you're not really into makeup, but you do like a little bit, we have really tiny palettes to do that. And then talking to me, I get really into talking about this. And I want your palette to look how you want it to look, not how I want it to look. So there, we're grabbing some more contour. We're going to go right next to the brightening on my nose. I use the shadow of my brow as my guide. I just bring it down and around. Get that tip squared off. I have this bump here. That is probably my biggest. I hate it. I can never get it right. And then I always end up over applying a little bit of contour on my nose, and then I'm mad. All right. But this is why I do my brows last, is because by doing all this stuff, it just screws them up. So we do them last. Okay. We're going to go in on that small end again. I'm going to get this hair out of my palette. We're going to grab some of that white peach. My foot. We're going under the trough. We're going to bring that up into that inner corner, get that darkness covered, and work with that Peppa. I'm going to put right there. We're going to grab a little bit more. Build. Less is more under your eyes. This is soft tissue. You can easily over apply and make it look like frosting, especially on this little soft tissue area. It can very easily be turned crepey. But this cleans up that eyeshadow. This tidies up, fixes the discoloration. But I keep mine under the trough, and then I bring it up. Super pretty. It's super pretty. But when... Oops, put a little contour right there. When you're covering stuff, be realistic. All of my stuff is still there. My pores, my discoloration. And so be realistic. We can't get rid of it. Lord knows we want to. I get that. But be realistic. It's makeup, not magic. Makeup does move. Recognize if you're a face toucher. If you're a face toucher, your makeup's going to move more. But makeup should move. Otherwise, it's going to look really, your skin's going to look really dry and lifeless. So keeping something with you to touch up. Okay, I want to use Pop. A lot of people have asked me about Pop, and I'm going to use it on my cheek with my stuff. I have to take a few extra steps because I've got stuff. I go into Frenchie because it's such a good tool, and I'm really going to hammer over this discoloration right here. My blushes, your contours, your bronzers, your highlights, everything is foundation. And so using my Frenchie over my scarring helps. I'm going to go into Hollywood. And I'm going to bring that up here. This one works really well also with cheek discoloration. I like using my finger to apply it. And then I can go into Pop, which looks so dark and scary. And I'm just going to tap this lightly at the top part of my cheekbone. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it on my lips. I am going to line my lips, but whatever is left on my finger, that's pretty. It just looks like a natural flush. Really pretty. I mean, I keep seeing people use stains. Same thing. Same thing. Okay, we're going to take a blush and bronzer brush, and I'm going to lightly tap over and underblend this, and then I'm going to bring it down and lightly tap over Frenchie and come back up. I don't want to work too much on this because it'll pull my stuff through, but just that's as much as it needed to be tapped at. Just needs to be kind of, you got your glob and then you smash it. And that's all you need to do. Okay, I'm going to grab my lip brush really quick. I'm going to grab Renaissance because we all know I love Renaissance. And I'm just going to finish my lip off with a little liner. A little bit. I think having a dense liner is nice when you have straw lines or smoke lines or life lines on your lip. But mixing it with, it goes with every color. Renaissance goes with every color. That's it, the end. Okay. Now we can add our brow. I love my brows. If you use our line brush, I have the rose gold one, and I got the gold one, and just like the shape, so did the line brush. Do you see how the point is just a little bit longer? This almost looks like the etch brush at this point. There's just not a lot to it. I actually was using this the other day because I grabbed it accidentally, and I thought I was putting my brows on with the etch brush. I had to look for the spoolie, but I really like the gold one. So it did change a little bit for the better, I think. We're going to go into Trust. That's what I use on my brows. I start on this bottom corner here, and then I outline the bottom first. Flick off excess so you don't get fallout. And then go to where your brow ends and then add to it. Grab it, go a quarter of the way in, outline the top, grab that arch, come back down and meet that tail where you added. And then grab a little bit more, tap off, and we're going to go in and flick right here, and we go. When you find the way you like to apply your brows, you'll get faster and faster every time, just like it is with everything. Typing, your makeup. I've already sprayed this, so it's already damp or tacky. I have a hair in here. Okay, and then we can just comb these up, pick up the excess, and get our hairs to stay where we put them. I am making good time. All right, let's set this. I forgot my prep. Go to my Facebook page. I showed you what it was. I took a poof and I put it in setting powder and I prepped this side before my makeup. I'm so bummed I forgot. Life. Okay, spray. Grab your setting spray powder and a fluffy brush. We're going to go on the outside and in. Powder will always change the consistency of a makeup, liquid or cream. And so while my skin is still damp, I can take that powder and mix it with it. Once my brush is empty, I can go into my high texture areas right around my nose, under my eyes, and between my brows. Those are my high texture areas, so I don't apply it until I think it's empty. Take your setting spray again, spray it, take that brush, don't add more powder, and just press that in. And you still get that set makeup that you're wanting, but you still get that finish that you like. And here's my thing. Again, I love makeup, and makeup it means something different to everybody. What it means to you is your own darn business. What it means to me is everybody's business because I come on here. I wear my makeup for me. I wear my makeup because when I walk by a mirror, I want to feel good. When I get out of bed and I'm getting ready for my day, I am more productive when I feel good. So I wear makeup and it makes me feel good. And that's why I'm working on a video because in my Facebook group, I asked other women what makeup what the point of makeup is to them. And some people were like, that's deep. It is. It's personal too. It's like, why do you wear the kind of underwear you wear? Why do you wear it? It's the same. To me, it's the same. It's personal. You don't ask somebody that. That's like asking a stay-at-home mom. Talk about a trigger for a stay-at-home mom. What do you do all day? I'm not telling you. I do say that to people. I've had people, typically men, say, well, what do you do all day as a stay-at-home? I'm not telling you, because what you're saying is rude. You don't think it's just one of those things where it's like nobody realizes it's rude, but nobody asks a working person what they do all day. Nobody asks those questions. But I always tell people, I'm not telling you. And if they say why, I'll say, 1, the question is rude. 2, the things that I do don't sound important to somebody who's asking that question, but everything I do, because I do everything, is what makes everything work. And that's all you need to know. I make everything work. I'm not listing off my shit. So don't ask women why they wear makeup. I don't think the question is always necessarily rude, just like I don't think asking a stay-at-home mom what she does all day matters. But I think sometimes there's just things you don't say to people. There's just things that you just think it. Think whatever you want. And I tell my daughters that all the time. Think whatever you want. But it doesn't have to come out the no filter, you know? But I think that it comes from I do typically think it probably comes from a genuine place, but that doesn't make it okay. So, why you wear makeup is up to you, because it's probably for you. This is your time. Like, how many of us as women, it's not even a mom thing, it's like a woman thing. This is where I finish my makeup and I like throw out a TED Talk. How many women really spend time on them? Like, I've had a chronic cough for over a year. Have I gone to the doctor? I just had to cancel my yearly appointment, and I'm not going again until the fall. I am 3 years late on a mammogram. Don't come at me. I already know. My mother told me. Everybody tells me. I am 3 years late on a mammogram. I think I fractured my foot and I didn't go to a doctor. Women don't take time for themselves, but I will take the time to do my flippin' makeup. So whatever your time is for you, take it. Take that time. Take that time for you. That's it. That's a tip. Sorry. Don't you just love when I go on one of my little like tangents and I have what my husband probably calls a world famous fit, which I did. Let me tell you, here's one of my world famous fits. I got a letter from our county telling me, thank you so much. Okay, the way the liner. I like the eyeliner. I think it keeps my eyes open. But the other day, I got a letter from my county saying that they weren't going to count my vote because I signed a different name that was on my ballot. They said that to me 5 years ago too. And I'm like, you know what? I don't like this. I don't like being told what I can do all the time. Don't tell me what I can say in my emails. Don't tell me that I signed. Show me the different name. They were like, oh, I called them. I said, so you're not counting my vote? Because I want you to show me this different name. They said, well, it doesn't match we don't have a signature card on file. I'm like, it's funny because I filled out this signature card 5 years ago. They go, well, were you recently married? I go, I was recently married 8 years ago. It took them 3 years to change my name. Like, is it legal to have my name legally changed on my license and through the county, but I still have to sign my maiden name? But it's whatever. But I had a world famous fit over people telling me I don't get to vote. I don't want you saying things in emails and whatever. I was like, stop telling me what to do. Don't ask me if we want to take the dog on a trip. I said no, but we're taking the dog. Don't ask me questions. I had a complete meltdown. But you know what I did do? I did do my makeup. All right. Look at me having a fit on YouTube. Okay, that's it. Let's do a color match. Let's customize your palette. And you know what? It's summer. It's time to tweak the palette. It's time to get rematched. It's time to get your summer shades. And it's time to do some tweaking or some new makeup. Let's get rejuvenated with our makeup because this is fun. This is what you're going to wake up in the morning excited to do because Lord knows I've got over 500 videos here. There's a lot of ways to play with this makeup. So you got over a year of different ideas every day. You can do, I would go to work and I'd always say, I did my makeup different today, every day. I would always turn around, guess what? And they were like, did you do your makeup different today? And I said, I did. There's so many ways to play with the makeup. Make makeup fun again. This is the fun makeup. This is the makeup that fits in one place. There's no more bag. You're not spending all that time searching in your bag for something. It's so good. So let's play with the makeup. Get yourself the new shade of the month, Eternal. It's so pretty. If you went and got Una, they go together so, so good. But get yourself some new eyeshadows for summer. Get ready for wedding season, bridal shower season. I finished my tutorial early and I'm so happy. So that's it. I'm going to go. Yes, I will be live. I will be here on Monday with my Monday morning makeup live. And we'll play with some new shadows. List a combo you want to see if you're still here. List a combo you want to see in the comments. Okay. What does the palette cost? It really depends. So here, full disclosure, you get credits for every color you add to your cart. You could get $35 off the palettes. So for the first purchase, they're always the cheapest. So I always say go big at the first purchase. But all of our makeup colors are $16. So your foundation color my sandy color is $16. My concealer brightening color is $16. My Frenchie that I put under my eyes, on my cheeks, you could use it as a lip color, is $16. My contour is $16 and it worked as my corrector and it worked as my contour and my bronzer. You could use it as an eyeshadow also, $16. And so it's affordable makeup. You can buy you could get just the basic 4 for under $100, and that gets you a little palette like this. It holds 4 of those tints. So your main highlight, your brightening highlight, your contour, and a blush. You could get those 4 colors and a palette for you'll spend just as much on some foundations as you would for the entire setup. So it's under $100 for just a small setup. If you want to email me, we can talk. I'm low pressure. You're not going to end up hearing from me every other day, every week, every month. If you are curious about this makeup, truly talk to me. I like talking about it. And when you stop emailing me, I stop emailing you back. So it's okay if you just have questions and you just want to leave it. I got color matched the first time and I waited 6 months to buy. So I get it. I'm not that person that's going to come knocking at your email that says, you didn't talk to me for 2 whole days. Where are you? So if you're curious about the makeup, the blushes are $16. We have glosses, as you can see, and we also have satins. I prefer the satins on the cheeks and the glosses for the lips, but there are people with dry skin that can make these work really, really well with the glosses on their cheeks. It just depends on the person and what you're looking for out of your makeup. We have so many different eyeshadows. You can take a palette and you can customize an eyeshadow palette so that you don't end up buying a big palette and only using 2 colors. Like you go get the Tarte palettes or the Urban Decay ones and you only use 3 or 4 colors, but you got 40. You don't need that. So that's it. I'm going to stop harping. I'm going to go to the finish line and go root my husband on his hopeful sub 3 marathon. He's been doing those for 2 years now, sub 3. So that's really, really good. Anyways, I will see you guys Monday. I will be live at around 8 a.m. I'm going to say around 8 a.m. I will be live at 8 a.m. doing my makeup. If there's an eye combo you want to see, I'm going to do something with Peppa. So what do you want to see with Peppa? Because I want to show you how to do a quick eyeshadow, and I'm going to do it on the live. Anyways, that's it. Have a great day.